I will bet you $1 that that guy does not catch that hot dog.
How did you know that?
Not that impressive, but still fun. This one is more fun though. Irving's wife tells the mayor's wife that Irving is going to say that they're gonna
Start business in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Could me and the man talk about business here?
This one gets no number, because the acting is shit, and the movie is basically the Wish.com version of Limitless. But anyway, yeah, Super Lucy, who has a lot of Mr. White's product in her bloodstream, can see the past and predict the future, especially when she's blinklessly staring at a laptop screen.
You should wipe your nose. Excuse me?
Four seasons, royal sweets, and we made love all night.
Trinity tells Neo that the door is gonna knock knock. So Reacher starts the movie by beating up 4 guys, waiting at the bar to get handcuffed by the corrupt sheriff, only to tell him that in the next 90 seconds the phone is gonna ring and then the handcuffs are gonna be on his hands.
2 things are gonna happen in the next 90 seconds. That phone over there is gonna ring. You're gonna be wearing these cuffs on your way to prison.
Tom Cruise loves that kind of scenes. He even made a similar scene in a movie called American Made, just 1 year later, where he's also handcuffed and tells the laughing FBI agents that he'll walk out of there, and he does.
I'm gonna walk out of here. I'm gonna walk out of here. There ain't a damn thing any one of you can do about it.
Do it.
Actually, I hadn't watched Groundhog Day until a week ago. Anyway, Phil tries to convince Rita that he's possibly a god by showing off what he knows about everyone in the diner, along with things that are yet to happen.
I told you, I know everything. In about 5 seconds, a waiter's gonna drop a tray of dishes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Similar to Groundhog Day, only Coulter here is not reliving the whole day, just around 8 minutes, as someone else who's already dead, so it gets boring for him.
You're still here.
Guess what?
You quit your job and you enrolled in an LSAT course.
Good guess.
Soda can. Coffee spill. Everything looks more beautiful in retrospect, doesn't it?
How did you know those?
Like I said, he loves that stuff. Major Cage is reliving or resetting the day every time he gets killed. In this scene, he's trying to convince General Brigham with his story in order to get a very important item for the fate of humanity from the General's safe.
Tell him you call back. Major General Beaumont calling from Halifax. His plane's just been delayed. Bad weather.
Thank you, Bones. I'll call you back.
Tell your secretary everything's fine.
Sorry, General, I thought you were alone.
It's fine.
She typed up those orders for you to authorize, but she left out the ones referring to the fuel dump at Greenwich. Tell the general his dinner's just been canceled. The call came in just now.
Your dinner was cancelled.
You forgot the fuel dump.
Chris is a magician who sees into the near future. In this scene, he proves to his dream girl that he's not delusional, and that his seemingly suspicious actions were justified.
Fluffy cranberry or a stack of chocolate chip pancakes for the kids.
Fluffy cranberry or a stack of chocolate chip.
You can't get lost in the woods if you never go into the woods.
You can't get lost in the woods if you never go into the woods.
That's right, sir. You're the only person authorized to do so.
That's right, sir. You are the only person authorized to do so.
How are you doing this?
Unlike the Lucy version, Eddie is not obnoxious. The pills he takes make him extra intelligent, but within reason. Now Carl is trying to blackmail Eddie into working for him. In return, Eddie threatens him back. And to make his point extra clear, he gives Carl a glimpse of what he's capable of doing, and how far ahead he is.
You have no idea what kind of enemy I can
That
be.
van's gonna rear in that taxi.
What?
The driver's distracted. He's texting. He's going 30 miles an hour. He's 60 feet to stop. He doesn't have room.
What van?
Now John is literally the devil, not John Wick, John Milton. He looks at a random passenger and decides to provoke him, in order to tell him what his wife is currently doing with Carlos, and what Carlos is about to do to her, consensually.
Ella estaba arriba con Carlos. Mira, amigo, están en la pipa fumando crime. Y después, en tu misma cama, él se la va a meter por el culo. Y a ella la va a gustar en tu cama verde especial. What the fuck you know?
In the sense of this scene, anyone with a brain can predict what's going to happen next. It's very simple. Truman's prediction is based on the fact that he's been watching the same thing happen over and over again in the exact same order. So as a way of proving the matter to himself, he calls it a prediction and makes his fake, manipulative wife witness it.
I predict that in just a moment, we will see a lady on a red bike, followed by a man with flowers and a Volkswagen Beetle with a dented fender. Lady, flowers!
There's the dented Beetle! Yes!
Nicolas Cage isn't a magician who sees the future this time. He's an arms dealer who's finally been caught on a usable case by the officer who's been chasing him for years. Only Yuri takes a brief look at the newspaper and then tells the officer the exact scenario that's about to take place, which will ultimately lead to his release. Some people are above the law.
Let me tell you what's gonna happen. Soon there's gonna be a knock on that door and you will be called outside. In the hall, there will be a man who outranks you. First, he'll compliment you on the fine job you've done, that you're to receive a commendation and a promotion, and then he's going to tell you that I am to be released. You're gonna protest, you'll probably threaten to resign, but in the end, I will be released.
Now the beauty of this scene starts from the moment Don Corleone realized that Barzini was actually the one running the show, and that Tattaglia was just a front. Knowing that made him identify the real threat, and so now in his last conversation with his son and successor Michael, the Godfather puts his son 2 steps ahead of his enemy by telling him when and how Barzini will attempt to take him out, which will ultimately happen in the exact way he had foreseen it.
So, Barzini will move against you first. He'll set up a meeting with someone that you absolutely trust, guaranteeing your safety. And at that meeting, you'll be assassinated. Whoever comes to you with this Barzini meeting, he's a traitor.
Barzini wants to arrange a meeting. I can arrange security. On my territory.
And thanks for watching.